Lockhart Cadillac. My name is Bailey Stauch. I'm a certified Cadillac sales representative here in Fishers, Indiana. Today I'm proud, honored, and super excited to show you the all-new, highly anticipated, redesigned 2021 Cadillac Escalade. Now before we dive into this, some history about Cadillac. Cadillac's been around since 1902. And fun fact, Lockhart's been around since 1972. So Lockhart's almost been around as long as Cadillac has. Now Cadillac's been around dominating the roads for a very long time. Now perfecting its brand, building cars that consumers love, and re-engineering the roads. Now what we're going to look at today is the bread and butter of Cadillac. Whenever you hear the name Cadillac, first thing that pops into your mind, the Escalade, which we're about to take a new peek at the 21. So as you can see, completely different from its predecessor. Now, first off, the one thing that you're going to notice the most from the front is the grille. Now, the iconic Cadillac emblem, of course, got to have that. Now, the big thing though on the grille is that it's shaped exactly like the crest. It's a big marketing point for Cadillac. We're trying to re-engineer it, redesign it so that it attracts a younger crowd. Because previously it's mainly been for our older generation. Now with consumers like myself, in today's age, this looks absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't look like it's old models. Now the Escalade's been dominating the road since 1999, along with other brands as well. Now it's kept its competitive state by adding in technology, making the body lines look nice, and little things like that that we're going to go over. A couple things to note on the front end. The headlights, completely different from previous models. Typically, they're a large housing unit. Now, they don't want to take away from its marketing side of things. Instead, they kind of spread it out along the side of the Escalade. So you've got your HID and LED lamps. If you look here, one of Cadillac's more signature lights, the one that runs right down the side of it. You'll also note some of the body lines. Every corner panel is just a little bit different with the body lines and making it look a little bit more mean. If you follow me around here, underneath the hood, they've kept it standard with the 6.2 V8, 420 horsepower and 460 pounds of torque. And then soon they're going to introduce the turbo diesel as well. So if you follow me around, 22-inch rims. Now, something that's different than its previous model that I'm super excited about, that makes the car look a little bit more clean and sophisticated, they covered this portion. Typically, you see the wheel lockings, but instead they put covers on them so that it makes it look a lot more cleaner. Now, over here, something that Cadillac switched to in recent models is the electronic door handles. Now, electronic door handles, you just put your hand inside, there'll be a little trigger, press the trigger, and that will unlock the door. Along with that, when you open every door, you'll have your electronic running boards. And something that's really awesome about these running boards is that they have lighting across the bottom of them, so at night, everything's gonna be lit up. And when you light up a Cadillac at night, it's like Christmas every night, honestly, in my opinion. So if you take a look in the interior, it's a little bit different setup, and we're gonna touch on that here shortly. So if you come back to your second row, you've got some differences here. 12-inch screen here for all your entertaining purposes. Also, they made it a little bit more accessible to get in and out of the third row. A couple different levers here that will maneuver your seat, that way you can adjust it the way you need and get in and out. Now, super easy to get in and out. I know some models in SUVs, they can kind of be a little bit tricky, honestly, to get to the third row, and it just makes it kind of a pain to get in and out for either adults or kids, doesn't matter. Now you have this little latch here, just in case that's a little stuck, you can get in and out. If you come around to the back, the Cadillac crest here, something that I'm super excited about on the XTS, the Cadillac crest for the trunk was actually the trunk release button. Now, they discontinued, sadly, the XTS a little while ago, but they were able to keep some of the technology and integrated it into the new Escalade. And one of that being is the Cadillac Crest trunk release. Personally, one of my favorite because I think it's a little bit more clean rather than have like an extra handle or latch. The whole backside of the trunk is just clean looking. Now, similarities for previous models. The trunk is actually a little bit bigger, approximately 7 inches larger. So you can have a little bit more space, especially if you don't have the ESV. If you look here, just on this side, you have automatic seating. So you can put your seats up and down just with a click of a button. Even the second row will also go down as well. If you follow me around here, something that I like is a little bit more of a detail thing is they put the Cadillac Crest right here instead of on the actual quarter panels. So I think that makes the vehicle look a little bit more sleek and add just a little bit of flair. And if you notice, they made it blend. So they made the actual emblem blend with this chrome piece here, making a little bit more sleek. Now, some things to note on the inside that's really different from the previous model, completely redesigned on the inside. Center console looks a lot different along with the steering wheel, but the first thing that I know you're gonna notice that I personally love and notice is the 38-inch OLED curved screen. Now, that screen is actually a 3-part screen. You've got a 7.3 screen here, 14.2 screen here, and a 17-inch screen here. Now, this screen has more clarity than a 4K television. And that display is honestly, it's only as thin as a piece of paper, which is absolutely incredible. Some of the technology that Cadillac has taken the time from previous generations to perfect. That way the consumers are happy. I think when Cadillac took its time to re-engineer the new Escalade, they did a fantastic job. If you look here on the steering wheel, you'll see a similarity with the XT6. Now, with some of that marketing and branding, they took some of the things that consumers love out of its previous models, like the XT6, the XT5, and the XT4. Now, that grille, you'll notice, is similar on all those models. Again, part of that marketing technique. Something that you can always associate the brand with is that grille. So many consumers, so many of our customers, my clients, they love that front end because it looks mean, powerful, and bold. Now, if you notice on the steering wheel, it's similar to the XT6 steering wheel. And I like it because it's very sporty. Along with that, you'll have all your hands-free controls. Now, a lot of features will become standard on the Escalade, and we can go over that more in detail later. Now, another thing that I personally love, that I think is a huge benefit in the new Escalade, that honestly I didn't think I would like, is the dial here, the little dash setup here. I'm not a big fan of fingerprints on my screen. I like everything to be clean and neat. So what that dial does, and a huge benefit for you, so rather than having fingerprints on your screen and touching that, it's a little bit more accessible. It makes it a little bit easier when you're driving. Rather than reach across and touch that screen, you can use that dial to change between all your apps, your Apple CarPlay, audio, climate, everything. And it's great because that screen is way more responsive than its previous infotainment screen. This screen is, when you swipe, it's just like your phone. It's responsive and right there. Now, a couple other things. This is your electronic shifter, something that Cadillac switched to and has adapted to in recent models. And they've now integrated it into the Escalade. That's going to control your 10-speed transmission in the new Escalade. Now, there's some more gadgets and gizmos that I'd love to go over with you. So please come visit us at Lockhart Cadillac in Fishers, Indiana, and I'd love to go over more of that, including the My Cadillac app and the OnStar. So please come see me, Bailey Stauch, your certified Cadillac sales rep here in Fishers, Indiana.